Episode 14.
All right. How you guys doing? Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
So what do we have today?
All right. So on the health front of things, we have one of my favorite discoveries of lately is MCT oil.
Yeah.
And how it can really boost your health. That would be medium chain triglyceride oil.
Woo.
Yeah.
Right on.
And
Then after, we're going to dive into the mysterious abilities of our body to regenerate itself.
ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
I want to regenerate myself. Tell me how to do it. All right. Following that, we're going to talk about how simplifying your lifestyle can lead to sharper focus.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And finishing with how to live a imbalanced life.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Well, we're going to discover that quite soon. So, yeah, bro, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man.
Yeah.
It's been a good couple of weeks. You know, I love this time of year.
Same.
And working out's been good.
Yeah.
A lot more hours of sunlight, so you can do a lot more, which
Yeah.
I like.
Yes.
You know, a lot
The
less
energy is great right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's good. And you know, a lot of people, you know, I teach a lot of kids for a living, music lessons. So a lot of them are just in a good mood because they're on vacation from school and they got trips coming up and all that stuff. It's like, where are you going? Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
you're going to Europe. You're going to
Yeah.
the islands. You're going, like, where are you going? You're going to Mexico. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
man, people do some pretty cool stuff.
Yes. No, that's that's summertime, man. I feel
Yeah.
like, this is when everybody's like ready to rest
Yes.
and do something fun, way more fun than what you would usually do, right?
Yeah, you step out of your usual grind of things.
Yeah.
If you're, you know, a 9-to-5er, for instance, or a student,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you just take a little field trip, a little vacation,
Mhm.
and you just turn everything off, enjoy yourself. Yeah, so here's something that I've been enjoying lately. Not only does it have a nice taste to it, but it also has been curbing my appetite a bit, and MCT oil. And the reason for MCT oil is because it's basically, when you ingest it, it doesn't build fat around your organs or in your visceral areas like your stomach and your legs. It goes right into your liver and it produces ketones. You know, it's the reason why people who do the keto diet, you know, the reason why they do it is so that their body can produce ketones and they can excrete the ketones, getting rid of the fat.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so MCT oils are, you know, kind of a shortcut. I'm not ketogenic at all, but I do love the fasting, though. I think fasting is really good, and MCT oil will certainly help with that. I like to have a cup of herbal peppermint tea with 1 tablespoon of it in there. It barely has any flavor. It's coconut based, but it doesn't taste like coconut really.
Right.
And the one that I get is Bulletproof is the name of the brand, and C8 is the kind of MCT oil.
C8.
C8. I don't know.
How many kinds do we have?
Yeah, I mean, there is also C6 and C7. So it is a good question. And it could be more and more refined, but it's faster. It works faster, basically, is the C8.
Right.
You know, it does its job quicker.
Right.
So otherwise, besides that, I don't know too much of the science behind it.
So when would you take it? Is that any time of the day?
Yeah, I think, you know, any time of the day should be fine, but I like early on because, you know, I like to have, you know, 1 to 2 small meals a day maximum.
Yes.
And I get hungry pretty quick otherwise. So I like to start off with that. And the tea is great because I'm drinking lots of water.
Yes.
You know, so it's a good way to start the day. And then finally, you know, midday, well, in the afternoon, I'll finally have lunch or dinner, whatever time of the day it is, and then I'll be pretty good from there.
Yes.
I'm definitely endomorphic, so I don't require a huge amount of food.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better that I, just have a lot of fasting time between that one or two meals right there. So yes, so the first thing was the MCT oil, and then polyphenols, which are from a couple different food sources, but a lot of berries. Blueberries are good.
Yes.
Grape seed extract is good. Yeah, and black currants, red currants are good. So things like that are really healthy. Polyphenols are good because they kind of have a lot of the minerals that keep your body, satiated and stuff. And what's interesting, here's an interesting thing to think about. When you see people that are very, very overweight, their body's actually starving. They just aren't eating the things that are actually nourishing their body. They're eating a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah.
A bunch of like the bad carbs, a bunch of like the bad fat and stuff like that from all this not so good food.
Yeah.
But their body is still starving for the right things.
So they are getting nutritionally depraved.
Yes.
Even though they still eat a lot
though they're eating a lot of calories. Exactly.
So the body doesn't know how to use its calories to feed the body.
So it just stores it.
So it just stores it.
Yep. Wow. Exactly. So I think polyphenols are
Dr. Mike, this is amazing right now.
That's right.
It's so powerful, man.
Knowledge, we really do on the health side of things, we really have to arm ourselves with knowledge. Because I've, if I really, really need a doctor, okay, I'll go to a doctor and stuff like that. But a lot of doctors will, give pills and things like that. And then I've had this happen to me like in different situations, multiple times.
Right.
They'll prescribe a pill for me. Of course, I won't take it. I mean, I'll get these. I'm like, I'm not taking this.
Yeah.
And I'll think, I'll ask the doctor, I say, okay, fair enough, you're giving me pills, but can I also do this, this, and that? Like, I'll give you an example. I got my blood work done. It said I have, slightly high cholesterol and really high triglycerides, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to give you a pill for it, give you a couple pills for that, and blood pressure too. So I'm saying, okay, fair enough, you're giving me pills. What if, in addition to that, I exercise, I eat a little better, I drink a little more water, I just take care of myself.
Yes.
Do you think that's going to do anything? Oh, and they always say, oh, yeah, you can do that too. You can do it. But you see, it's big pharma and it's a business. So they're trying to, they're just trying to do the pill prescribing thing right away.
They are very much trained to, put you in a protocol that feeds up their system.
Yeah, exactly. And I hate to, instill paranoia to anybody, but you got to look out for yourself.
Yeah.
You got to take care of yourself. And, things where enough people are speaking of the benefits of it are worth a shot. Coconut oil pulling is great.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so healthy. And it helps with a number of things. One of them is strengthening your gums and your teeth, and also like getting rid of any sickness or bacteria in your mouth and stuff. So yeah, do all the other stuff and supplement it. Yeah.
Well, this is good stuff. I love. I heard that actually, it's an amazing fuel in the morning, like MCT oils, or like amazing for like fueling your body, and it's a way more sustainable way to fuel your body as well versus than carbs.
You're right. That's exactly. I forgot to mention that there's energy to it too.
Yeah. So basically, a lot of people can do like take coffee or tea.
Yeah,
have it in there, and then combine this if you have breakfast with like protein-based breakfast.
Yeah.
And you have so much fuel for the entire day.
Right, exactly. And don't be misled when you look at the label for the nutrition facts of MCT oil. Okay, 1 tablespoon is like 14 grams of fat and like 130 carbs.
Yeah.
But it's so good. It fills you up and it gives you energy.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty cool. And you're not like hungry for like a big part of the day.
Yeah.
So I do it in my herbal tea because I've been 90 days free from caffeine. And you know,
let me celebrate that with this.
yeah, take a sip of
coffee, which I actually have MCTRs in there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very good, very good. Yes, and not to diss on any caffeine beverages.
You better not.
I need my coffee.
No, it's fine.
That's funny. No,
I heard. What country is it again?
Is it somewhere in Europe?
Yeah, like a northern Europe.
Mm-hmm.
They drink so much coffee.
Oh yeah.
I heard they drink like something like 5, 6, or 7 cups.
Oh
a day,
my goodness, I can't even imagine, dude.
It's not Danish. It's a different. I forgot that.
Right.
A friend of mine just told me that this weekend.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I love the socialness of coffee.
Yeah,
I mean, it's something that like has really done a lot of good for the world.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about its origin, it was, gosh, when was it? When was it really popular? When tea and coffee were made? But it was basically, long story short, it was in place of alcohol. The Industrial Revolution.
Yes.
So around then, people who worked in factories, and then later on people who worked in offices, I mean, you can't be drunk and operate machinery. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
So caffeine,
Wow.
you know, and then that way, you know, it's like less time you need to take off. You know, you just take a 1 hour lunch break, and you know, so caffeine has like, you know, structured our society and like how we, you know, our work system and everything like that.
And there are studies. I know that Dr. Patrick Wanda, she was talking about caffeine studies that drinking coffee 1 to 2 cups a day actually slow down the aging process.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And do like comparing that with like people who drink coffee and people who don't.
Right.
And you see a difference in like a few years of like aging process.
Wow.
It's
okay.
amazing. It's interesting because I remember my dad telling me that maybe like 20 years ago.
Right.
And so I think that's something that's real.
Yeah, I believe it. You know what coffee is high in is polyphenols.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. It's like,
and I think it's very much the way you consume it.
Yeah.
That brings you a lot of benefit.
Yeah.
But like everything else, if you overdo it, it does bring some anxiety a little bit.
Sure, caffeine can give anxiety, little jitters.
But
and stuff.
Mostly because I think, number one, we don't consume the right ones. Like maybe some are like being roasted for months.
Yeah.
And
pesticides maybe?
Pesticides, a lot of pesticides. And that's a good point where we need to consume organic coffee. We want to take care of your gut because there's so much pesticides in it.
Right. Yeah, do the right thing on that one. Don't cheap out on coffee.
Yeah, don't cheap out.
It's not good for you.
Yeah. 7-Eleven, goodbye.
And maybe don't get macchiatos and things that are all dressed up in sugar.
It's it's the same thing with very good things. If you combine it with very bad things, that become an extremely bad thing.
Right.
Combine sugar, coffee, sugar, and some bad, creamer.
Yeah.
It's just like, it destroys your guts.
It's an absolute disaster. And it's like, let's start our day with that. No. Don't do that.
Yeah, it just destroys your gut bacteria.
Yeah.
And afterwards, you cannot have a healthy one. And,
yeah.
At least too, just eat. You crave things or you're getting very anxious.
Yeah.
And everything that happens in your intestinal just goes to your brain.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is like your second brain right here.
So that there's something very magical about our body. Of course, we know that. But we tend to forget that how much our body regenerates itself.
Right.
And you know that every 6 months, our liver is completely regenerated.
So every 6 months you have a new liver. Oh my goodness.
Isn't it crazy?
That is really crazy.
And I think it's like a few months for your skin as well.
Sure.
And by the end of 1 year cycle, your body has completely regenerated itself.
That's crazy.
So you are like a new you.
You literally are a new you every year.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And so, of course, your habits, your lifestyle and everything, what you would eat.
Yep.
And mostly what you would think.
Oh, very
Detect
interesting.
how much you're gonna regenerate in something very much new that you can use for building in something that's not in your body yet.
That's cool.
Or if you keep your diet and your thoughts and your lifestyle and your environment the same, you can keep renewing the same thing, and your action is going to be leading to doing the same thing over and over again too, because you're just being the same person.
Right.
So you don't take the chance to like regenerate your person. Like
I mean, it's just staying on autopilot. It's just the same thing all the time. So, but really though, there's never a true like plateau staying the same. You're always going in one direction, up or down. So you have to really check in with yourselves. Hey, are my habits and are my thoughts and are my things that I do all the time, are they helping me or are they harming me?
So basically your body is like the engine, the computer, and your brain is like the hardware.
Yeah.
The computer, and the software is the chemicals that are running throughout the body to transmit orders from your brain.
Got it. I see.
So it's a program.
Yeah.
And that program is actually you can reprogram it, right? And readapt, give direction to be like, oh, I want my body to be healing this part of it.
Right.
Or focus on that part of it to heal everything, or change this or that.
Right.
And there's a way to do it for real. Like one example would be the mewing effect. I don't know if you heard about that.
Mewing, I have. It's something to do with like your jaw and your teeth, right?
Exactly. So you change the position of your tongue. So your tongue's got to stay like in contact with the top of your mouth inside,
right?
And your teeth's got to be in contact with them, with each other.
Interesting. I'm starting to do it right as you're talking.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And by doing so, you signal your body that you're gonna change your attitude to the way you're gonna consume food.
Wow.
And everything changes. Your muscle and everything changes around it.
That's cool.
And it changes your face, literally. You can see example on the net. It's crazy.
The shape of your tongue and just how you have it positioned also dictates like what your face is going to look like over time. So if you keep it, it's almost like it's posture, but for the inside of your mouth.
Exactly.
So if
it realigns your teeth, in a very proper way.
Right. Yeah, that is brilliant.
That's another thing that the dentist word.
You'll never know about that. They don't even know about it, I'm sure. But
and there's no. There are some studies, but of course nobody talk about it.
Of course. That's a cute doggy and a fast one.
All these things like allow you to be able to use that energy of your body regenerating itself to go towards what you want to.
Right.
In terms of like how you feel in your body, your thoughts and everything. And one way to reprogram that programming lies in between. It's in the spirit.
Right.
And the spirit is between your thoughts. So, and how can you lay in between your thoughts, like being aware of what's happening between your thoughts, is just by meditating.
Oh yeah.
So, or in praying.
Yep.
So basically, if you sit down in meditation for 5-10 minutes, if you like do it on a consistent basis, you're able to like sense what's happening, the little void in between these thoughts.
Right.
And once you get there, once you acknowledge them, this is when you can tap in and be like, give direction.
That's cool.
Yeah, between that thought of coffee and that thought of electrolytes in water.
Yeah.
Something is happening, like nothing pretty much is happening. We think it's nothing.
Yeah, we think, oh, there's nothing there.
But this is where you can actually be like, what about focusing on having a good bloodstream? Like that, and give direction this way.
Right. And just making sure, all of the things flow properly in your body. You got the hormones going and, you're not flooding with dopamine. And So I was going to ask, does meditation play a role in regenerating your body and your mind? I'm sure it does.
Meditation should be the number one thing you should do in your day.
Yeah.
And then I've been meditating for years now, but I'm still guilty of like sometimes skipping it because our lives
Sure.
get cut off and so many
Yeah.
things. But yeah, man, it's so important. It's so
Absolutely.
important. And then anybody who's not confident in meditating, I have a lot of clients who tell me I cannot meditate.
Right. They just don't know how.
Yeah, I cannot sit down and meditate right away. Like they have to get out of this.
Yeah, so that's clearly a problem. I mean, if you can't just like sit and be okay with just sitting and just existing.
Yeah.
So, and that's a lot of our society, a lot of our lifestyles is there's just so much distraction everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of mental and physical clutter, and it's hard to focus on improving yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard to even be reminded of what your big goals are and everything. Yeah. So
wow.
A big reason why I love and I embarked on the journey of minimalism is because there's this simplifying of your life aspect to it. We're very visual creatures, so if there's a lot of crap in one room, we're walking around our house or our apartment or whatever, that's going to very much distract us.
Right.
That'll also make us feel negative, like, oh gosh, it's overwhelming, how much stuff you have to take care of.
Yes.
So by simplifying your atmosphere, you can also develop your focus.
Yeah,
and that is really, really how you can start to work on your goals and your big things you want to accomplish. You create your business from that, and just improve yourself, improve your body because of it, and tackle your depression and things like that. It really, really comes down to, okay, I got to get the crap out of the way. I got to get the clutter out of out of my mind and everything. Yeah. So by doing that, you easily sharpen your focus. Because, okay, there's only a few things you can think about in any given day.
Yes.
There's only a few things that exist to you.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing to do to not only physically declutter, but to digitally as well.
Yeah.
Set timers and little windows of time where you can indulge in, if you want to look at a little bit of social media or whatever, put a lid on it.
Mm-hmm.
And just like besides that time, it does not exist in your mind.
Right. Yeah.
You got to be a little bit disciplined in that way.
Yeah.
And some people might perceive that as obsession towards your goals and stuff, but that's good. That's what you want. So really hyper focus on that, and that's the way to do it. Is by it's a process of eliminating things. Is really the path to focus.
Yeah.
You don't add more on to improve your focus.
Yeah.
So, and I think meditation does a great job of that too. Because what you're doing when you're meditating, not a whole lot. You're breathing.
Yeah.
You're thinking about your breathing, maybe.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about thoughts, but thoughts are kind of floating by like clouds.
Yes.
And you don't push them out, but you just let them come and go.
Yes.
So you're really wu-weighing it. You're not doing a whole lot. So by this process of eliminating stuff, you are doing things that sharpen your focus, that helps you regenerate your mind, that helps you, have a clear mind when you go in and, tackle your goals, whether they be smaller daily chores or contributing a small amount to the bigger picture of anything, like a business or just a future upgrade to your life.
100%,
so simplicity is attractive.
What thing that lately really was an epiphany moment of revelation where you were like very recently, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I've been doing that for so long, and then now I just cut this off, and that just changed everything.
So for me, for a long time, it was games and watching TV and stuff like that. And more recently, okay, I've been playing a little bit of some really old games lately. And, the reason why I stick to the older stuff is because there's only so much you can, like, commit to, 1998 version of Pokemon.
That's very old.
Because you're like, okay, this is repetitive. I have to stop.
Yeah.
You know, versus anything else where it's just like novelty, one hit of
attention grabbing. You stay in it.
Yeah. So, it's nice to like just take a break from those things and see how you respond. And of course, you know, you could have a little bit of like, oh, you know, gosh, I really wish I could distract myself with stuff. You know, there's a lot of, you know, priorities that are piling up. You know, there's bills I gotta pay. There's stuff I don't really want to do that I know, you know, emails I got to reply to, people I got to call back, appointments I got to make. But in just the discipline of keeping up on the stuff you don't want to do, I mean, your brain is just such a pro at like psyching yourself out over nothing. So the more that you prove yourself, it's like, hey, just do the thing, and just tell your brain to just, hey, shh. You know, the more you become an expert on that, you know, that obviously gives you a lot of focus in your life, but it also gives you a lot of control as well, and nothing seems so bad anymore. You know, and that can lift anxiety and depression as well, because it's like, look, I do things, I don't freak out over them, I just do what I have to do. You become that person. I think here's an interesting thing. Remember we talked about in a couple of episodes, we talked about be, do, and have. So a bad narrative that we tell ourselves is, oh, I gotta go to the gym. Oh, I have to do this. And a better one is, I am the person that is in shape because I go to the gym. And therefore, I'm choosing to go to the gym.
You cannot reverse engineer.
Exactly.
Like you become the outcome.
You have to be the person first.
Yeah, you have to be the person first.
Yeah, I am this person that is very, very good at saving money and will not overindulge on shopping online, and therefore I will not make unnecessary purchases. By
being it, you automatically do it.
Yes.
And by doing it, you have it.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, but it all comes from being.
So you cannot skip the being part of it.
That's right.
Every time you skip in, go into the doing without embracing the fact of doing. About being someone who does that, you're gonna meet a lot of resistance, right?
Absolutely.
And that's gonna lead to frustration, anger, sadness, whatever.
Sure.
And in the end, you will never get the results you want to get.
Right. There's I forget, I think it's like just a little like comic picture or a meme or something, but I always thought it was funny, but also kind of like it points out a very good thing about that. It's someone who looks very like grumpy or whatever, it says, I'm gonna go outside and go on a stupid walk for my stupid mental health. And it just points out, though, it's like, you know, that person skips the being part of it. They're just like, okay, someone told me to go for a walk because it's going to cure my depression. You have to be the person that is working, you know, either not depressed or fighting against that depression. I am improving, you know, my mood and just overall my mental state of being, and therefore a person that does that goes on a walk. You know?
I'm someone who doesn't have depression because I'm doing this.
That's exactly right. So, when you do the being part of it first, you think then after that, okay, what does an author do? What does a millionaire do? You know, and so, but you have to stay I am first.
Well, this is so perfect, bro. I mean, I love, because the last part of our discussions today is balance. Imbalance. Wow, bro, that's a wild topic too, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think people have a lot of questions about that. How to really manage life or being productive and at the same time not burning yourself out.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think we have to work on our environment, like you were saying, make everything simpler. To be able to indulge it too much in something that gives you results. So indulge in becoming this person entrepreneur or anything you want to become.
Absolutely.
Become that, and to create a momentum to get the results you want to get. Really go like push and put pressure on that big person you are.
Yeah,
You want to
and it's
become.
going to seem obsessive to a lot of people, but you know, the people who are truly successful entrepreneurs and people that have changed the world, even down to like, you know, Thomas Edison and stuff. It's like, yeah, they're not normal people, and their life is not normal too. To me, it's very attractive seeing, you know, just like a big blank wide open room with nothing in it. Just you know, I love the. I think Alex Becker is a good YouTube channel, and he's also a minimalist and I think probably billionaire. His room that he always does his discussions in is just a desk and a computer, and it's just a big glass window, so you can look outside to clear your mind and meditate and stuff like that. But there's no physical things in your space that are going to distract you. And so to a lot of people, that's going to seem so weird and kind of off-putting. But I love it, you know, because that's, you can think in that room.
If you have control on that, you can have different houses.
Yeah.
But a place where, let's say, a place of work and a place of more of a family.
Yeah.
If you're like, you know, in your life, like advancing in life, in your 40s or 50s, where you have this place of work where you are super hyper focused.
Yeah.
And you spend hours in there being creative and creating your perfect, you know, business or whatever.
Right.
And then if you have family, you can have more of a home.
Yeah.
Where it's like filled with more things in it.
It's the appropriate space for for the family hang and stuff. But that doesn't go in your workroom.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. So you.
But back to what we were saying, like comparing yourself to normal people.
Yeah.
In a sense, I know I'm like that a little bit, but in my head, I am the norm.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
And it makes, because to me it makes no sense to fill this life with something that I'm not the main creator of.
Right.
So I'm been working for someone else's idea, and you know, giving all my time for that person, for that idea.
Yeah.
Like as a group of person, when you're just, you know, some tasks which makes sense to do at the very early time of your career.
Yeah.
If you want to get into, you know, the workforce. But
sure.
At some point, if you're someone creative, and I think everybody pretty much is, you have to find a way to create your own thing, your own space.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of it, because it creates so much diversity.
Yeah.
And in that way, you can actually create jobs too.
Right.
And have, you know, young people coming fresh from school, or not school if you don't like school, but
yeah.
Coming in your company, work for you, you know, at the very beginning of their career.
Yeah.
And after they like go do their own things.
Sure.
But for that, you really have to create. For you to create this, you have to understand that to create a simple life.
Yeah.
To be able to have an imbalanced life.
Right.
And there's no balance between career, work, and family. I'm going to say no difference between work and family time.
Right.
Everything is kind of combined together, the same thing.
Yeah.
So when you have kids, basically at some point your kids can participate to your creation.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to see that side of things, but until then, you know, when they're little, you know, enjoy the family room and all that.
And like you were saying, when you create that dynamic, at some point you pretty much don't need to worry about vacations. We were talking about earlier.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So, yeah, that's so spot on, man.
Yeah, I think so. It's and of course it's a long process of like figuring this all out, because you have to experience it.
And it's kind of scary too.
It is so scary.
You got to be okay. I mean, you know, don't compare yourselves and also to other people, and also, you know, don't take on their judgment like it's like some kind of, you know, time for you to change what you're doing. If what you're doing works for you, you know, even if it seems weird to other people, it's like, hey, this is what's proven to be the solution for me.
Mm-hmm. We said scary, it is, but I think because we become too sensitive to fear.
Yes.
And this environment where everything has to be secured.
Yes, exactly.
You need insurance for everything.
Yep.
You need to know exactly what's going to happen in the next 5 years of your life, otherwise you freak out. You know,
right.
With like studies and going to the kind of job you want to go into, and all that stuff. You want to have stability with like a income, you know. That's very consistent, and all that things makes all these things make us very much sensitive.
Yeah,
to
kind of
being,
on edge.
yeah, on the edge of like everything. We're like, oh my god, if I lose my income, consistent income, what am I gonna do? My salary,
Yeah,
how do you manage this? I'm gonna lose all my benefits.
sure.
And I remember having clients being like, but Will, if I do that, I'm gonna make some cash up front,
Yeah,
that's gonna give me some resources for investing in my own project, but at the same time I'm losing time of work and losing my benefits.
right.
I'm like, yeah, but your benefits, what is it for? It's for insurance. It's in case that happens. That
Yeah,
thing is not really happening. I understand that you have to prevent and organize yourself to be able to prevent things,
yeah,
but you need also to sometimes take a risk.
yeah. Just let it go, man.
It's a
Yeah,
very hard discussion because it's hard to be tell someone else to be like, take a risk,
yeah,
you can do it,
exactly.
because that something happens to that person.
Then
They can be like, yo, you're responsible for me doing this.
yeah, you told me to do that, and now
Yeah.
this happened.
Yeah, exactly. So
Right,
it's not easy to have these kind of conversations, but I think at some point I'm someone like who takes a lot of risks,
right.
and I've been through everything, and every time everything went well. But
Yeah.
because also, we make space in our lives, so we have the focus needed to be able to create security somehow.
Yeah.
You eat healthy.
Yep.
You don't. So you meditate, so your mind is clear.
Yep.
Less likely to have an accident or whatever, or to
Yeah.
take stupid decisions.
Right.
So
Right.
all of that keeps you like kind of safe in a way.
Yeah. Exactly. Just coasting and
Yeah.
everything. But so it's an interesting thing, how much risk do I take and everything. But yeah, you have to take some.
Yeah.
You have to take some to really, it's extraordinary. If you want to be an extraordinary person, the definition lies in the word. You have to be extra or beyond the ordinary.
The only ordinary.
Yeah. So, and if you want a normal life, there is nothing wrong with that. Enjoy your normal life and enjoy your comfort
100%.
and everything, and
Yes.
go for that.
Yeah.
Because there's not much risk there at all.
But I know that most people who are maybe listening now here,
they probably don't want that.
they're open to like, what can I get
Yeah.
from this, to maybe implement that in my life, to maybe actually get something a little bit bigger than what most people expect from us.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's liberating because now it's even less risky to take a risk. We have so many tools and so many things at our disposal and such like that. And you probably should use the tools because, whether you like it or you hate it, AI is here and it's like becoming more prevalent. It's going to take a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be a tool to help us create.
Yes.
So it's a double-edged sword in a lot of things.
What I heard about that?
What's that?
AI is not going to take your job. Someone else is using AI is going to take your job.
That's right. Yeah.
So basically, check this out. Imagine you have a company,
Mm-hmm.
you have 10 employees,
Yep.
and AI is showing up.
Yeah.
Don't replace your employees with AI.
Yeah.
Give them AI.
Just give it to
Give
them.
them AI.
Yeah.
So they can use that
Right.
but to like potentially multiply the tasks of the company.
Yeah.
So everything goes faster.
Oh, yeah, of course. It enhances. It's like a person with AI is more powerful than a person without AI.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the truth now.
It's a tool.
Yeah.
So, and some people will say, well, it's at its infancy stages, and but it's give it a year, give it 2 years, it's gonna get really smart.
Oh yes.
So yeah, that is exactly right. Though a person with AI is going to be the person that takes the job.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a lot of remarkable tools at our disposal.
Mm-hmm.
So that also makes it easier. It makes it safer to take risks and stuff, and that also helps you, it's always good, multiple sources of income and stuff like that. If you have an interest in launching a business or pursuing some other thing outside of your day job, it's less scary to do that. All of the work's been practically figured out.
For real. Yeah. I think it's a good discussion we can have in a future episode too.
Absolutely.
Like AI is like such a powerful thing. it's got a bit of controversial because that again people I think are afraid of changing and
Right.
adapting, and yeah, we need to understand how to adapt, you know, and that's because it's not gonna adapt to us.
No, no, exactly. It's going to
And
change things. It's going to be a big game changer.
yeah,
And, you know, it just goes with that expression. It's like, okay, you know, 10% of life is what happens to you, and 90 or 80, whatever it is how you react to it.
yeah,
So you can be freaked out about it, or you can embrace it,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. And it's beauty, and it's actually super fun to embrace it.
Oh, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
cool, you
Like,
know.
okay, now I'm gonna, you know, have to renew everything I'm doing and just
Right. And if you're a student, don't make it write your entire paper for class.
yeah,
But it's good for brainstorming.
Yeah.
It's good for thinking beyond of what, you know, and, you know, a little faster and a little bit more expansive than what you can currently think
yeah,
of.
yeah.
So
That's amazing.
it's pretty cool.
Do we have any question we wanna
Man,
put out there for everybody here?
yeah,
Like,
let's see.
challenge everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So how we talked about regenerating ourselves and things
Yeah.
like that. How are you going to, what are you going to be thinking about that helps you regenerate your thoughts
Mm.
and the rest of your body? Because also remember, energy, your own energy in your body follows those thoughts.
Yes. Yeah.
So what thoughts are you going to be thinking about,
Yeah.
and how is that going to create your
Yeah.
future you, whether that's later this year, next year? How are you going to regenerate yourself?
Mm.
How are you going to evolve?
Yeah.
You know, who are you going to be a year from now
Yes.
just by regenerating yourself?
I love that. That's awesome. Amazing question. Cool, bro. Great conversation, man. I love it.
That was fun. Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
All right, that was episode 14. We come back next week for number 15.
That's right. Stay tuned. We're going to have some bangers for you, some pretty hot topics.
And like the video and subscribe. Feel free to comment.
Yep.
See you guys soon.
Take care.
Peace out.